And welcome back everyone, HigurashiRebel here. Tonight I continue my playthrough of Xenosaga 3. Well, last time we finally managed to get KOS-MOS and then the team left the C80 grounds to go to the floating landmass, where they would finally break through with the tertiary weapon system of KOS-MOS. And they went inside and found a gigantic cave, together with the Elsa, where they met with the Testaments and they had a fight with one of their machines. But then the writings in the cave started to make the ES's act weird, and they even stopped. So now the team have to continue on foot to deeper into the caves, where there's actually a ruin too, if they want to find the source that what causes the logic drive of the Elsa to malfunction, because they repaired it thanks to the professor, but still doesn't work. So we continue from here. But before we continue, if you like what you see, then please like, share, subscribe and follow me. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you get notified when I am about to stream. And don't forget to check out my other channel on Twitch, you can find there as HigurashiRebel. Thank you everyone, let's see. That's right. Okay, that I maxed out Shion's gene immunity, but now I need to collect a bit more money. Because we're gonna have a side mission soon. That we need a bit of money. But you can get it back tenfold or even more. Come back here later. Don't really like the dungeon. Really, that's in the background that's a clear game dungeon, like the ones present in 2. But unlike 2's, this clear game dungeon is weak. It's really weak. Oh. How to do more damage? And that's medium physical. Small fire. Maybe does more damage, and that's 4 ether points. That's 6. Oh, around the same. Oh. I'm not entirely canon because this one's a bit different. Goblins? Yeah. I hope that's enough. I also found the rewards for the minigame on the wiki. They are not that good. Well, the Ziggy swimsuit, that's something that I will get because it unlocks a special mode. Still should have access to because I have the clear save on the memory card. But who knows? Anyone? Okay. Yeah, it's not a humanoid. Yeah, that's good. Oh! Not anymore. Wait, still? Now not anymore. That's the crystallized state. I didn't have time to clear this part, yeah. Another one, nice. Nothing, nothing. Okay. So this kind of looks like ISO stuff. This was way before Assassin's Creed. Is it going to be enough or not? Maybe not. Nope. 750 is coming. Okay. 800. Or 850. That's not a good Shibori. Just get yourself the best chin. Everything that was in your sword gonna just make it dirty. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice, and that too. And I want to get this as fast as I can, at least the 2. 3 would be preferable. Before a certain boss fight. There's a similar boss fight to the little singing thing is in 2. As these ones can't recover, but they can have a hive mind. And adaptive armor. Oh, right. Yeah, that's first. Oh, again? Oh, that's good. Ah, he was this now. You real? For real? There we go. That was going worth a lot. It's awesome. Who is this? I would like to keep that there, but that's why. But no. But I can get it back, but And up we go. By the way, I don't know how this room is supposed to work because don't forget the fact that we are currently on a piece of Earth. And this area is really ancient. Okay. And the other one? Because there's a thing here, yeah. Oh, right, that. So these 3 gremlins. And here it can be useful. Going to be enough? Nope. Alright, they can do that. Alright, and this one doesn't have reserve recovery. Oh, wait, we have these. Wait, how many soul pillars I have? Either one. Uh-huh. The point. Nah, not yet. Won't do enough damage. Maybe that. Yes, there we go. That's another one. Not enough yet? Okay. And it is connected. Great. Oh right, I don't have it yet. But it's my 14. Tessadora. Capital planet of the autonomous state of Tessadora. Diameter 12,500 meters. Gravity 1.02 times of that of Earth. Planet is located in the first part of space from the Galaxy Federation's chief planets. But it has the Federation affiliate Marine Force, the 117th Marine Division. However, anyone and the other unit coordination agents have infiltrated the Tessadora's Marine Division, has went with the crew is working to investigate the planet out of the DNA. From this, there arises the possibility that Utic organization remnants are strongly tested towards government and military. Yeah, we already learned this in the first game. Senir 2. The skies of this planet are always covered in thick clouds. Due to this weather, there are only a few residential zones where citizens live. Since land prices are low planet-wide, it's covered with small business headquarters, branch offices and research buildings. Yeah. Still, I would like to see either a dedicated Xenosaga strategy game or an Empire at War mode centered around Xenosaga. There we have more than enough lore for that. Backlore. The Utic organization has using this planet as a cover for a testing facility that conducts secret research. This is why Andrew tried to come here after the volcanic disaster after being rescued by the Elsa. The Federation regards the Utic organization as a terrorist group for the rates already had causing a mission conflict to break out. It's gone underground to escape pursuit, but its power has not withered and still has families across many planets. In Keltia, where the Seraphim sisters would have a concert. The planet neighboring Fifth Jerusalem, diameter approximately 21,500 kilometers. Planetary development is said to have taken a mind-numbingly long amount of time. Now it's a rich and varied planet with 6 billion people. Nice. That's a kind of big planet. With their lives in a vast temperate landscape. Cat is home of the planet of Julia and Chloe, the Seraphim sisters. Yep. For whom Captain Matthews has fallen head over heels. S.I.M.P. They're currently on major tour celebrating the group's 1-year anniversary. Atalia. Small planet affiliated with the Galaxy Federation that serves a relay point between planets in all directions. The population is not particularly large, since most people going from one planet to another will pass through Atalia at some point. It has more travelers than permanent residents. Its good weather makes it a comfortable place to live, but most of the planet has been zoned off for the resort homes of the rich and powerful. There's a lodging section for visitors, but the rates there are astoundingly high. Most people are only visit the planet as a relay point on the UN transfer home to their destination. I just look down there. Maya. And back with the sun. Yeah, really activated this one. This one. All right. That goes there. Yeah. But I'm not done yet. Because of this.
最大出力で対応します。
Yes, okay. It's almost a break. That should be enough. Yep, there we go.
各システム
Here? Okay. Where does this one go? Oh, right. Yeah, and the previous one. That's a decoder, I think. Maybe not, but I think it was a decoder. This one is not it. There's some earth here. Not here either. Maybe this one. Yeah.
邪魔するなら容赦しないわ
Okay, that's slow. But somehow, because this is not immune to the crystallize from the beginning. How then she's supposed to be mechanical? And that glorious thingy is only supposed to affect living creatures. When this demands everything that's a living breathing thing. Because they can only assimilate with machines. %. But she's mechanical. In Case's case, it will make sense soon. That's why he has a native 100% resist. Will make sense soon. But why does KOS-MOS have 0% resist to that thing? And we don't supposed. Yep, there we go. Not supposed to affect mechanical things. Decoder 1. I remember right that it is a decoder. Okay, technically I'm done on this one too. Just continue onward. Except maybe. Nope. Okay. Oh. Oh, there's a stair for there. Ah, right. Hmm.
最大出力で対応します。
Maybe.
排除します。
It's there. But KOS-MOS is mechanical. How does that affect her? Ow. That's true enough. Oh. I still get the XP. I don't know how I still get the XP. It doesn't count when it happens on the same turn as you clear the enemies, or what? It's supposed to. Looks like it doesn't. Get better aim. That was interesting. Okay. Wait, it's not over yet.
甘く見ないで。
That one? Yes. Wait, there's keep back. There's also such a nice one. KX. That one first. Higher dexterity. is echoing so badly. Oh, let's go.
排除します。各システム異常ありません。
Yeah. And yeah. Oh yeah, we've not done yet. Yeah. Yeah. That's not good. And doesn't work on. Oh. This suffers. Oh, once again. Then have to be quick with this. Okay. There we go. Patient entrance. I don't know the entrance anymore. It's the end point. And you too. It was music. Hmm.
排除します
And here we go. Back to surface. And this is an area that I already mentioned in one. That we're gonna go back there. This time for real. This was an area in the Encephalon 2. The first game.
ここは地表に出たのか。しかしこんなものが宇宙に浮かんでるなんて非常識にも程があるぜ。ここは
Yep, we already seen this.
どうしたシオン。
この場所確かに見覚えがある。夢に出てきたあの場所だわ。
Not entirely.
ネピリム。
Not in your dream, in the Encephalon.
頭が。
シオン大丈夫。シオンどうしたの。
なんでもない。大丈夫よ。
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing. It's always just nothing. Roll the chateau. Is the one that maybe. That's where I came from? Yeah. That's the one. Oh. Oh, that's Measurement RAM. That's not like this. Huh. Interesting. Alright, that's all back within a play.
This is
何かの墓所のようだな。置いてあるのは棺か。中は空っぽだぜ。洞窟かなんかで荒らされた後なのか。
こんな場所に洞窟もないでしょうが、確かに変ですね。
That we give us in space. Well, it's a few thousand years old and belong to the planet.
こっちにはティノ
Yep.
マジかよ全部 ES の名前じゃねえかよ
Technically, no, there are 12 tribes of David, and there was daughter of David. Or wait, David? Yeah. No, the 12. How is it? The 12 tribes of Judea, something like that. And the biggest daughter, biggest oldest. Plum, plum. Yeah, but again, this
こ
defines.
こコスモスの深層意識にあった場所だわ。
Yep.
でもどうしてこんな場所に？コスモス、あなたこの場所を知ってる？
いえ、私のメモリーに現在のポイントのデータはありません。
Sure about that.
そうよね。あなたが開発されてからここを訪れたことはないわ。一体どういうことなの
Some moment where Cosmos was hanging in her subconscious domain. Yep. It feels strange and warm. Well, I wonder. Darkening resource, yeah. In this one, where do we have the skill items? The skill items, the key items. Nope. I remember where this one has the... But technically that makes sense that that thing is here. Let me get there when we get there. And here comes the familiar face. Ready, we need Rex. Here, now. He managed to make peace between the two.
T-elos、どうしてここに
13番目の鍵、目覚めの時は来た。
なんだアイスは。
コスモスさん。
Yeah, or keep the color palette,
これが T
but
兵器ってやつか
kinda change the facial structure, and that's
こ
Elbow.
こまでコスモスそっくりにしてやがる
この感じはまさか彼女は
己の存在意義も理解できない人形。私が私であり続けるため
And the coverage of Kurume.
コスモス、貴様を破壊する。
And the so once again. Here's nothing else takes the signals, but this one. Every other casual songs, nah, not a thing. This one? Uh-oh, you shouldn't have that. Don't mind the fact that the entire soundtrack is composed by her. No, you shouldn't have this one. You can have everything else, but you shouldn't have this one. What was she? B or G? Could be both. Maybe main machine. Okay, I need to do this once again. Yeah, machine, okay. There. I don't know, do we have anything else or not? Oh, you're real. Has nothing. Okay. That was all. What do you think you're doing? But you shouldn't have this song. No. It's part of the soundtrack. You shouldn't have this song. Oh, really now? Didn't cast a quick. I don't know, they faster than her. You can't do that. Let's do another one.
KOS-MOS おとなしく我が糧となれ。
Yeah, that we have that instead of the typical boost turns like we had before. Oh right, yeah, because it's technically humanoid. As this one is possible because Elsa's equipment is the same weight as KOS-MOS's, but technically she wasn't supposed to weigh that much. 60-70 kilos maybe, with all the attached stuff. But bases aren't supposed to weigh that much. And Valkyrie. What is that? Right. Not Shion. Yes, Shion can do this. 8, 8. This looks better. This looks better. Could we use this? Nah, it's fine. That was about to be broken for a few turns. You are supposed to have that song in your possession. It's a part of the game. No, you don't. How long did it overtake to last? This was to last this long. Ah, there we go. Need to...
ここが貴様らの死に場所となるのだ。
vertical once again, okay. And even boosted.
やむなし。
目障り起縁せろ邪魔をするな
So that was the hell.
これを
That's great.
まだまだこれからよ
Jin? Why are you doing that?
エーテルドライブ
I'm not gonna use these effects because they percentage based. Ah, there goes the overtaker once again. Hold on.
邪魔をするな
That's still not enough.
戦闘続行は不可能機能を停止します
使って
戦闘モードの再起動を確認
Ah. Really? That's still not enough. Getting there, but maybe? Maybe.
排除します
No, okay. Great. The tiny sliver left. Really? I wanted to get the X points. 127 for real. Oh. Would have been awesome. Okay.
Yattano.
なんで極秘兵器の割には大したことねえじゃん。
シオン
Yep.
適正体の出力は私の 4.75 倍あります形成的に明らかにこちらが不利です
何不利ってどういうこと？
適正体は私が引き受けます速やかに撤退してください
Yep. Damn. Also, where does name they think she has such a bad esteem? Nowhere.
そんなあれだけの攻撃を受けて全くの無傷だなんて
Really, you want to do to stop Skull Rex? You get stuff done. Now you can do similar things in Soul Calibur. You get the timings right. So awesome. Combo breaker. It's very good when there are no actual bones there that you couldn't break and still can function. I hope that it can get through the first disc without problems.
彼女の戦闘パターンはすでに解析済みだ。
あなた解析済みってもしかしてあのタスク？
君たちには不本意かもしれないが、彼女はこの場所でテロスに破壊される運命なのだ。
なんでそんなことが言えるのよ。どうしてあなたとテロスがここにいるのよ。
君を監視するのが私の役目だからだ。
テスタメント。
驚いている暇があるのか。姫君が苦戦しているぞ。
By the way, they wrote the wrong joint there. So it should be the shoulder, not the elbow area. Here comes an interesting thing with the R-blades. But there, that's, as we know, just artificial skin and there's nothing underneath it. At least that is actually living.
そんなあなた一
On
人
the
で
other
残して
hand,
いけるわけないじゃない。
you learned that from Tekken, aren't you? Well, they spent some time together with King, and not this one, the other one, but they analyzed the data. Because essentially MMO spent some time with King and the others. Why aren't Momo shooting? Yeah, it's supposed to have an infinite ammo ether bow. Why aren't Momo shooting?
KOS-MOS.
So that there. Yeah. That. Why is this red? Because KOS-MOS' face, that's just grayish because it's just artificial skin and underneath there's just the machine parts and everything. But this is living fresh. We will learn later why, but that's living fresh.
空虚な器に
I like that
しかない貴様には何もなせはしない。私の真の目覚めのためおとなしく塵となれ人形。
あれは想定違法。まさかこんな至近距離で撃つつもりなの？
But it's such a nice detail that that's actually living flesh there. You will later buy. That was an arm. But it already got this arm. We're just seeing that her face can't even be in the Japanese versions cutscenes either. But both of the versions shows that that's somehow living flesh.
私がコスモスだ。
It's so good that they could get that done in a single line in the original dub. Because they actually know how to use Greek. Here comes the most bizarre part, plot-wise, in the entire franchise. How is that possible? And also that. They didn't do this part
今一度
through.
見せるのだ
They didn't know what will happen,
君の
and
命の
that.
きらめきを。
なんや何が起こってんわかりません。突然超救命隊が縮小を開始。重力閉鎖が大きすぎる。いけない、こちらも巻き込まれるわ。急いで離脱を。
And Luna just got pulled out of reverse and
チ
do
ビ
it
様
like that.
どうしていいかチビ様
And the Durandal is there. But Durandal is there, but the Demon too.
始まったね。再びあの場所でもう一度。
セーブしますか
Well, yeah, that part is unknown, but height-wise, also 127 with heals. 126, no, 125, 165 without it, and 167 with heals, just like KOS-MOS. Yeah, flashback.
綺麗。この満天の星空のどこかでグノーシス現象のために惑星が消えていっているなんて信じられない。
Even furious before.
はるか昔、人はやむにやまれる事態に追われ宇宙へと進出し、以来4000年の間、隣人と呼べる生命体との出会いは
Yeah, in this
叶わなかった。
universe, we don't have aliens.
誰もが人は孤独な存在であると諦めかけていたその時、
That
グ
technically,
ノーシスは我々に近づいてきた。人という存在を消し去るために。
祖父がよく言ってました。神羅万象には必ず意味や理由がある。
not like
だからこそ
Blade X where
宇
we
宙に
had
存在す
aliens.
ることを許されるのだって。もしそうなら私たちは滅びることを運命づけられている存在なのかもしれない。
Pizza loving Jar Jars, the plant
宇
eating,
宙が私たちを
the
拒絶しているから
dividing Bugman, and later Bug Women.
僕たちはその運命を
The Deep Space Gadgets.
自らの手で変えようとしている。宇宙を拒絶しているのは
Rocks with
むしろ僕らの方な
pollution,
のかもしれない。
そのために
shape-shifting double ladies,
先輩はコスモスを
a slug.
僕の生まれた星はね、グノーシスによって滅ぼされてしまったんだ。その時に母も
If one always was in the intro.
僕だけが生きている。
Star
何もできなかっ
light,
たことへの贖罪か、
starlight
全てを
is
奪ったも
overlooked.
のへの復讐か。正直わからなくなる時があるよ。でもこれだけは言える。たとえ宇宙がそれを望んでいなくても、彼女は僕らの希望なんだ。
Yep.
わかります。なんとなくだけど私もミルチアで両親を亡くしたから。
シオン、
なぜ 自分がここにいるのか、自分のすべきことは何なのか、どこへ行こうとしているのか、すべてが
This is quite muscular for a scientist.
悲願のよう。
Maybe she was supposed to be athletic, but man, the guy's ripped.
でも今は先輩の望みを叶えてあげたい。
Even the Blade 3 bootleg version Boris wasn't this ripped. But that was a surprise when first up Boris said, Kevin, what are you doing here? This isn't your world. And that's how she got dependent.
これもしかしてお母様の形見の。
Yeah.
僕の歩もうとしている道は間違っているのかもしれない。それでも
Maybe because the how many of these will
一
be
緒に
marked
歩いて
later.
くれるかい。
What of your soul is.
先輩。
We see that in the original up, she barely uses his name. And they're supposed to be close. Let's do some more action. Ready for round 2? Just pop in some releases, recover some EP, and round 2. In the meanwhile,
シオン、お前は喜んでいるのか。
喜んでいる。そうね。嬉しいわ。
Nazda.
とても。
嬉しい。
Oh yeah, that's later.
幸せなの。
この記憶が。
ええ。素敵な思い出よ。あの人と過ごした日々。日だまり。ぬくもり。
Yep.
いつまでもこうしていたい。
永久。
Then go for the endless now.
生まれ変わったとしても。
永劫に。
Then you'll become a Kimiyoshi. Watch out.
何度でも。
Are you gonna have a similar friend to KOS-MOS?
何
Let's
度
text the
でも
Honey.
何
And
度
Virgil is going to be there too. Not going to give us a big of a goodbye, that's done.
でも。
Just with black hair. And they together are gonna make the first Nipah. The first one before the other 7. Anyway, here comes the weirdest part of the entire game, and the plot point that also reused in Bayonetta, that I mentioned when I streamed that one. But there's a similar plot point in Saga 3 that in Bayonetta.
超救命隊の中でエルザを救出して、そしてテロスとコスモスが。コスモス、みんなはここは一体どこなの？
Really, this entire part of the plot that's going to be happening here doesn't make sense at all. Because it's one thing that we are where we are right now, but how it affects everything later, now that part doesn't make sense. Because it's not supposed to happen. The way that they describe it is. Rothman update. Its true identity is the Red Testament. He changed his appearance in order to monitor Shion and the others. Shion is quitting in the development of T-elos, and the element of causes were all part of the plan. Yeah. Everything went according to Keikatu. Yes, Naftali. Virgis unit, yeah. That was the same animal bezel that Graph uses to in Xenogears. Virgis unit specialized for gun combat, it lags slightly behind other ES units in its mobility. Meanwhile Alpha Vertal, just the fastest little SOB. But yeah, you need 75 respawns and constantly spamming white smile on that thing if you want to win that fight. And it's still kinda RNG. When the attacks unleashed by its innovative weapons stores make up for the difference. There's a transfer mechanism that let's go into a cruising configuration. We have almost all of them now. Really many of them are also named in Xenogears. That one is, if I remember correctly, Fenrir. I don't remember that one. That one wasn't named there. That one, if I remember right... No, I don't remember. That one is one of the two where they connected someone's brain to the machine. One of the two. That's Regulus. That's Alpha Betal. That's... if I remember right, then that one was Remazuo. And... right, that one was not Regulus, Stier. That one was... that one was Remazuo. If I remember right, that one was Fenrir. That one is Regulus. That one is Alpha Betal. And then are there many others too? Pendanto. Oh wait, hold on. Appears to have a pink object buried inside of it, making it no ordinary crystal. Yeah, that's going to be important later. You didn't play the game. This is why I need this. As you later learn, and you can also learn if you just use one and it ticks in. This thing, as it says there, yeah, that's true, but it gives the same state, the crystallized state, as the Gnosis can. But someone made a mistake and made it the exact same state. So if you do this and make it into 100%, then you can use this one without penalty. Oh yeah, this is worth almost nothing. I can get it later. Where is this? That star? Still the same stuff, right? Keep bag. Why is that even in the list? Because it's not available for a very long time from here. I ain't going to buy those yet. Because first, I need to do something. And after that, I'm gonna buy those in bulk. Then we need 20,000 after that. And from there on, if I just get knocked down, I can get it back up once again with full HP and AEP. Without the chance to get the crystallized state. Wait, there was stuff here. Wait, this is the Carolian? No, it's not. The treasure one. There's one here. I played the game so many times and I just noticed this one here now. Huh, still can find hidden stuff. Well, in Xenogears too, that not too long ago when I played on stream, I found stuff that I didn't find before, like the metronome minigame and other things. Oh man, the treasure, huh. There's the first item dropper thing here for ES, huh. The more you know. By the way, for smaller value stuff, grinding the T-80s and T-90s, those two flying turrets, for scrap metal, actually worth it. For smaller valued items like the 7 moons and the G-Vaccine and stuff like that. Vaccine, because you can just quickly get through them, and with some item boosts you can get a lot quite fast. And cutscene. Sure about it.
シオン
Hiding in the bushes once again. KOS didn't match Toribayashi.
ジュニア君
Neither outbreak.
ちょっといきなり何よいや敵かと思ってよ
Neither Miyazuki.
と
The
りあえず
updated
どい
version.
てもらえるかしらあー終わり
Wait, that was also in the original one. But Shion, yeah, can thank whatever she believes in that it wasn't Ziggy. It was just Junior with his 30 so kilograms. Ziggy with almost 200 kilograms. There goes your ribs, lady. And half of your internal organs.
みんな無事だったのね。よかった。いえ、それが。
コスモスもエルザの連中も見当たらないんだ
Yeah.
おそらく一緒に飛ばされたんだと思うんだけどな
飛ばされたって。もしかして空間転移したってこと？
ああここがどこかまだわからねえけどおそらくあの時の光で
そんな。
This isn't happening in Castle anywhere. Let's go find KOS-MOS and the crew. Just not with this party. There. Snake Eye. Yeah, electrical. You need more break. Yeah. Server for now. Wait, do you know the stuff from KOS-MOS? Oh, great! Those items not that important, but still, oh, great. We need this. Then these can go, but later. That is really helpful, but not right now. I wanna get these. And I continue with these. Oh yeah, that was so good. Yeah, that would be nice. But first, I will... Oh yeah, that too would be nice. We need these. I'm gonna grab this. After that I need these and these. And I can go for later these. Isn't there somewhere around here where we have the carnelian eggs? Eek. Now this area is going to be filled with Xenosaga Easter eggs a tiny bit later. How can a random rock contain a medkit? No explanation, just music. We either learn where are we, but still doesn't really make sense why do we have Udic here. Level 78, yeah. I get that one first. That's the interesting part that in 3 they start to use actual real calibers. I find it interesting that Udic somehow uses NATO standard calibers. Oh man, I need better stuff. Wait. Could be another, because in V2 and in V2R, when comes the second main chapter and you go with Noir, she wakes up in the middle of a forest and then there are soldiers and you have to go to the city. Could be a reference too. Because the ending that is kinda close. The Ascension one. Down the ground you go. I love this one, it's so good. And a later short double, oh yeah, that's going to be awesome. The beginning is nice. Not really. Still, have this.
モモの目からは逃げられませんよ。
But they changed the sensors to eyes
モモ、結構
to make her have a more human identity or what? I can't get away from my eyes instead of my sensors. Isn't this the... No. Also interesting that this thing kind of looks like a mix between that machine from Robocop and the top pink head. It's kind of like a Tachikoma. And goes in the shell. I don't want to use those. Still before overusing Ether like that. Alright, I should have bought some revives. Oh, good. I'm going to have... Yeah. Alright, that's not an all.
エーテルドライブ。エーテルドライブ。
Overuse Ether. It's not the time yet.
Aether Drive!
32. Ah. It's fine. Do we need that? Okay. If I need to destroy Earth to get here, then how are these guys down here?
ここは私が
Monk. Yes, please. Then we need the other stuff. But those are just upgrades, those can wait. Wait, right, that line has the... yeah. I still need to get these first. These can wait. I want to get those and then go down this line. I would like to get the freaking Raging Sea before I get to the end of this area. The end, the end. The other chapter. Oh, fire high fives. Well, we don't really have that here. Thank you, Ricky.
皆さんのお役に立ちたいです
There's so many pigeons in the surrounding area. Yoink. There, got more damage. I don't know if she uses strength in this or not. Those would be nice too, but I will need these first. Too short with one physical attack, yeah. Over long? Wait, too short. You have a freaking bow, why do you have a short range skill? She has a freaking longbow, short skill. What? Is it still going or not? I mean, you freaking disconnect. Okay, there it shows. We're still in Grand Life. Bring cards! There you go. It's not hard to figure it out. Bring cards. And get these songs that actually makes you get more stamina. There you go. It's not that hard. Well, okay. Still going. That was almost enough. Nah. Boot gets down. Nice. And by the way, that plot element that's going to be appears after this part. Following that logic, this also should change things, but no, it will not. Oh, right, the electric robodogs. Why not robodog? Biolog. Bioweapons.
参りますか
Oh, they can do that. Let's do the game. That's literally on ARs, it seems. They only use a single shot with it. So that the team can tank NATO caliber ammo like that. It doesn't mind the fact that 556, even the normal one, is a type 3. So that regular bulletproof vests can't hold it back. Don't mind the fact that about that. And the guy's just tanking like it's nothing. Okay, KOS-MOS and Ziggy, I can imagine. Maybe even Chaos. But the others, that they tank 556 like it's nothing. Don't think so. That's military grade ammo. It doesn't have damage. Maybe? Yes. One more. Okay. Wait, skill line wise? Okay, we need that. Editor attack, EP. I need the EP. collecting points until then. There I need to go down that way. Those can wait. Oh, right. I need 3 more points. Small break. Huh? Oh. I'm supposed to be able to break that from here. Okay. Where's the other path? This goes down there, here. I already have that. I could use a recharge, looks like nothing respawned. Maybe also gonna buy some basic revives for now. Because the other one is a gamble until you have a 100% G list. After that it doesn't matter. But until then that you get the state or not, just like with the Moses fight, you can't know. It's not a good idea. So now I have to buy it and it costs a lot. Need some. And also here. Alright, good to go. Where is the path where I need to go? But one thing is sure, that music-wise, 3 is the best. And not just because the entire score is composed by Kajuriki, just by that it sounds way better, and we have music everywhere, and it's not just a rush something like in 2 most of the times. And meanwhile, one barely doing music. in some cases. What damage I could do? Oh, right, you don't have that. That was fast. Really, I'm not the one who's muting the music. I think it is the disc. The maybe scratch in an area. It's because it's this. Pew pew. That attack kinda looks like absolute in Tails. So, more damage, more evasion, more damage first. Fine. Don't need anything else from there for now. Just EP. Wasn't there a path over here that spirals back down? Ah, there we go. Right, it's here. Cutscene to cutscene. Where's the others?
そんな嘘よね兄さん。
どうしたんですシオン。
Labyrinthos.
まさか
And fully intact.
そのまさかだ。間違いない。ラビリントスだ。
ラビリントスミルチアのか。
Yep. The one and only.
紛争時に倒壊したのではなかったのか。
ああ、俺にも信じられねえよ。だが間違いない。あれが存在してるってことは、ここは15年前のミルチアだ。
Yeah, and here comes the very weird part of the port.
過去に転移してしまったんですか？
どうかな。以前コスモスにダイブした時も、俺たちは過去のミルチアを垣間見ている。
Not entirely. But this time is a valid but actually no. And it's really, really weird. And Chaos think that he had some interesting time with, well, if you say in Banco terms, then Arsh's uncle. Then this one is even more complicated. And by the way, there is no music here, so that's not a mistake this time. Go down. They can jump high and long. Yes. They are weak against fire. I don't want to set the dog on fire. But I have to. Buy a weapon dog. Sit. Buy a weapon doggy. So that one, it falls down and you have to enter, re-enter. Wait, we really have music here. We do something different. Oh, the dowsing thing. Right, these things can do that too. It is immense in the first game. Aeon, KOS and Co. Which one is this? Alright, half lightning, half beam, yeah. It's going to be useful here. So if you shoot that one, this happens. It's quite a big tree. Man, I love that mod in Skyrim. Someone made a mod. I don't remember who was the author because it was years ago. I did my well-styled playthrough. Someone made a mod that added fallen trees as bridges, so you don't have to go all the way around the mountains. And didn't look out of place at all, and sometimes it was really helpful, and they looked nice. There were these broken down trees, fallen down trees that you could use to cross from point A to point B. And of course they rearranged this path here. Because old church. This didn't how it looked like in the Encephalon in the first game. That looks nice. Still one of the prettiest game in PS2. Shadow of the Colossus also looks awesome, but really pushes the machine into the edge. I just look at around the starting area, barely made about 20 FPS. Yeah, skill key. So now everyone has... Wait, oh, I have to activate it, right? I have stuff like this. These mostly make everyone be the same as others. There's still some unique stuff in Ethers too, like medical res that only, if I remember correctly, only Shion and Chaos has. Not even more in this one. The other thing would be nice if I could remember where the Carnelian eggs, but maybe those are a bit closer to the city. Let's save once for now. And another cutscene.
銃声です。
あっちだ。行こう。
I had to take these few steps manually. Couldn't be added to the cutscene. Logic.
兄さん、
静かに。くそ、本体と合流する前に死ぬわけにはいかねえだろう。
戦闘用レアリエンだな。襲われているのは連邦の兵士か。
Yep.
どうする？このままではそう長くは持たねえぞ。
怪我人を見殺しにはできないわ。助けましょう。
This part also doesn't make sense.
皆さんのお役に立ちたいです。
No. But yeah, they are also humanoids. I can just do this. Bonk. Not yet. Okay. No, you are tough. There we go. Does he still turn into stun? Went from Virgil to stun. In just under 2 sentences.
そんな、バージル注意。
バジル、あのテスタ
By the
メ
way, I
ントのか。
realized not too long ago about Suikoden 3
雰囲気は違うけど、
that we had that
間違いないわ。
guy there who is called Borus, but that's not Borus, that's Boss.
俺の名前を。
Because these Exo Knights are named after the Knights of the Round Table.
ひどいけ
We
ど、
already had Galahad, Percival, so that's not Borus, that's Boss.
動かないで。傷の手当てができないでしょ。
Hey, there's an Jimmy from another world.
どうする？
どうするって、助けないと。
Let's have my an Jimmy from
こい
another world.
つテスタメントだったんだろ。
そんなの、私にもわからないわよ。
傷が深い。このままでは。
ここに放置するわけにもいくまい。
そうですね。とにかく安全な場所を探しましょう。モモさん、手伝ってください。止血します。
はい。
So you don't have another machines. Another machines, son.
これでいいでしょう。今のうちに早く落ち着ける場所へ。
Or maybe just here somewhere. Because there was another rock that you could break. And so you can get to the coronary next. And it's 5-6. Luti or Ruti. Girl from Bent Ariadne, which underwent impressive. We don't have an image from her because she had a character model in the first and the second game. She underwent this transformation and disappeared. She was the daughter of the CEO, of the Green Plant Company, center of artificial plant industry, which was headquartered on Ariadne. As due to the content of her father's work, she loved plants, particularly company original, the Ariadne flower. Yeah, the localization of the blue rose of happiness. Space-time anomaly erupted as a result of a string of experiments on the Zohar that had been secretly conducted at a Utica organization research facility on planet Ariadne. Though her life was spared, her father happened to notice the changes affecting the planet. He then ordered the amplification of his employees and family. The shock of the planet disciplines led her to develop aphasia, aka loss of speech. After seeing the Ariadne flower grown from seeds she and the others derived from the giant noses, she regained her faculty to speech. She is receiving treatment at the medical facility on second mission. After that she gets another flower in the second game, but that's not mentioned here. The other professor, who was in the second game. Another professor who has known since college. He used to be an engineer involved in the UMM transfer experiments. Yep, currently he lives quietly in second mission working on to prevent forbidden devices from falling into the hands of ordinary citizens. Yeah. So these are the stuff from the second game. Sequencer, the device activation key is required to use forbidden devices to dive into virtual space. Forbidden device is a sequencer for a pair, and the device can't be activated without its corresponding sequencer. Yeah, we know that. There's the fourth one. Wait, no, the third one. An illegal encephalon dive device developed by private enterprise based on human architecture data that leaked from Vector. After living body transfer experiments are banned, private enterprises conducted transfer experiments using this encephalon. But just as with normal encephalon, the effect on the test subjects after the experiments was horrific. Meanwhile, the group completely survived it without any problems, and also the professor. Currently, there are few of these devices left abandoned in various locations across the star cluster. No, there's only one. But two. Wait, yeah, there's only two of them. The first one is in second mission. The second one was in one of the Ormus ships that got destroyed and then swallowed by the black holes near Miltia, the first one. Because the third one is not in a real place. That's in KOS-MOS subcon domain. And the fourth one is in the desert that's already inside one of the devices. Hoshino, the doggo, yeah. The author took up residence in the fishing lab in the Foundation. This may being a dog, he's very foolish fish. And really how it looks, Hoshino is also a Nexus. Alright, it's here. There are the corner legs. But interestingly, there are no birds here. Unlike in Xenogears. Trip, give it. No. I bought a lot. Maybe I should sell this later. I usually sell them here. But if the lore is right, then later in the story it's supposed to cost more because we're currently quote-unquote in the past. But it wasn't a delicacy yet. Rare delicacy. It was a delicacy but wasn't rare yet because Misha was still up and running, so the birds were everywhere. Hey, Brunia!
あれはフェブ。 シオンさん、バージルさんの容体が。
いけない。このままでは命に関わります。早くどこかで手当てを。
どこかってどこだよ。
待って、この先に教会があるはずよ。
Yes, we know.
教会。
Junior, how did you forget? You were there.
ええ、この森で目覚めた時、妙な感じがしてたの。でも、ここがミルチアなら、 彼女がフェブならここは私のよく知っている場所。
No, this
彼
isn't
女
going
の
to
後を追
Fuji.
えば
Later Hinamiza.
古い教会へ行ける
It's
はず
another
よ。
timeline.
迷っている暇はない。そこへ彼を運びましょう。
I don't space that this is the 80s on the Sengoku era. Wait, what? This place is so completely different than it was before. So the church kind of looks different now.
確かコスモスの意識の中で見た場
That's
所だな。
そう、私はここでフェブロニアと出会った。
Does it do transport now?
私とフェブの思い出の場所なの。この中なら彼を休ませることができるわ。行きましょう。
This is the 2D transport kind of looks like oh wait, for the name.
誰かいますか？
Kind of looks like a transport an APC from the 80s.
怪我人がいるんです。中で休ませてもらえませんか？お姉ちゃん誰？
So that. And who you might be? I'm Teresa! Wait, what? And they use the same plot point.
お客さんだよ。
Who are you, little girl? I'm Teresa. Wait, what?
私。
Yep, same plot point in Bayonetta, the first one.
想像しいな。何ですかあなた方は。
And here comes another interesting thing in the plot.
何かあったのかと聞いているんですが。
Because these two weren't supposed to have 2 or 3 years between them. But that's more than that. It's almost 10.
近くで怪我人を見つけて。怪我の状態がひどくてあまり動かせないの。それでここへ。怪我人。大変。早くこちらへ。
待つんだフェブロニア。この男は連邦軍の兵士だ。自分が何をしようとしているのか分かっているのか？
Yep, and don't care.
敵兵でも怪我人に変わりはありません。
困るんだよね。君はユーティック機関のレアリエンなんだよ。こんな場所にたびたびこもってること自体問題だというのに。
ユーティック機関。
お願い、このままでは彼が死んでしまうわ。分かっています。彼をその奥の部屋へ。
To the back room. Wait, wait. Hey. The back rooms. They had it back then.
水良博士にもう少しレアリエンの管理を厳格にしてもらった方がいいのかな。君はただでさえ貴重なトランスジェニックタイプだ。
Yeah.
育成が完了するまで損耗するわけにはいかないってのに。
勝手をしてすみません。でもこの人を見殺しにはできません。
Did they change Febre's original voice in 3? She didn't sound like this in 1 and 2.
兵を呼ぶつもりならお好きに。
しょうがないな。
By the way, there's no
こ
need
ん
to
な
feel
さまつな
down.
ことで
Pick yourself
君の
up
メン
from
タ
the
ルバランスに
ground.
問題が起きるのは避けたいしね。ここは不問ということにしておくよ。外の車の中に彼女の調整用の医療キットがあります。レアリエンのものですが何もないよりマシでしょう。
ありがとうございます。
礼には及びませんよ。どうせ助かりっこありませんからね。
腫瘍臓器の損傷が激しい。これではナノ治療でも無理だ。
Meanwhile, up until now, Lord said that it is
幹細胞
possible.
の砲火が追いつきません。欠損している基細胞自体を移植しないと。
くそ、ダメか。
私の臓器を移植してください。欠損分はそれで補えると思います。
移植？失礼だが、君はレアリエン。
Yep, there's the explanation why he became a DME addict.
レアリエンから人間への臓器移植など今までに例はない。
私はトランスジェニックタイプ。ミズラヒ博士によって次世代レアリエンの雛形として設計されました。
Yep.
私の体組成は人のそれに限りなく近く
Still
作られ
wasn't
てい
enough.
るんです。
Still became a DME addict.
細胞同士の親和性はあるはずです。ですから
仮にそうだとしても君はどうする？臓器を取り出したら今度は君自身が。
内循環を一時的に停止させれば数時間は持ちます。その間にラビュリントスに戻ればそこで再生することができます。私のことなら大丈夫。それより今は彼の命を。このままでは彼は助からない。もう他に方法はありません。
本当にいいのですね。
はい、お願いします。
So that no one's actually a professional medical person here. Get nanomachines and stuff, but still, no one here is a trained medical person. Even if Jane's supposed to be a doctor somehow,
あの人は
it's still not a trained medical person.
うまくいきましたか？
執刀医がヤブ医者でどうなるか心配だったけど、なんとか。
Yeah, but how did Jane do that?
今は奥で眠っているわ。大丈夫。ももちゃんたちがついていてくれるから。
Momo-chan Tashi.
そうですか。
That's just Momo there.
よかった。
しばらくここで横になっていた方がいいわ。レプリケーター処置が終わったとは言っても、タイサイクルはまだ戻っていないから。
はい。
Just 2 days ago, she mentioned that if I go back to Labyrinthus, I can regenerate. And suddenly we can do that here, now? Plot hole!
そうさせていただきます。
彼を助けてくれてありがとう。
フェブ、大丈夫？ええ、大丈夫よ、シオン。なんともないわよ。
あなた、シオンちゃんっていうの？
Really, in the same way that.
お姉ちゃん
And
た
who you
ち、
might be.
あ
I'm
の
serious.
緑の船でやってきたの？緑の船？うん。東の鍾乳洞の方に降りてきた見たことのない綺麗な船。それに乗ってたんでしょ？
Look at the face, Constance is supposed to override the timeline like this.
まさかエルサ？
And also, isn't this supposed to cause some type of collapse in the space time?
僕たちと共にエルザがここに飛ばされていてもおかしくはない。調べてみる価値はありそうだね。
まったく余計なことをしてくれたものだ。こんなことでは僕の監督責任が問われるんだけどね。
And?
私が勝手にしたことです。あなたにご迷惑はかけません。
そう願いたいものだね。君たち、そろそろ機関からの迎えが来る時間だ。すぐに出てってもらえるかな。君たちがいると何かとややこしくなりそうなんでね。
彼のことは？
悪いがここに放置させてもらうよ。敵兵を助けたと知れたらこちらもただでは済まないからね。我々がいなくなったら好きにすればいい。
わかりました。シオンちゃん、お船のこと教えてくれてありがとう。
バイバイ、またね。
And who is this little flash cat you have? Shishire. You also got Shishire, right? Catherine. Yep. Wait, no. Where is the port? Here. Manufactured by my order of Sergius the 17th, according to concrete data taken from February, was tuned and used as the core of the system to control Udu. February repairs her Cerritos system at Reliance. Yep, that was before. While the Tragic type prevents manufactured by Joachim Israel, others by nickname Calf. Then same with Cecil. Wait, where's Cecily? Oh, that doesn't count. Okay. Child Shion. She at age 8. Prior to the mentioned conflict, she traveled to the Ant, active nervous system facility, with her father Sue in order to visit her mother Aoi. This is the same time during which she met Febronia, and the period that left her with trauma that influenced her even into adulthood. Yeah, that stuff was like that. And there we go, Cecily, a cat. Transgenic type. New HigurashiRebel model researched and developed by Joachim Israel, featuring an even more human-like structure. Yep, kinda like he have in X. Basically, if you get all of his missions, he is maybe a real alien. 3 seemed like. First come Febronia, then Cecilia, Catherine, and Almadel. Oh, Almadel is mentioned here. Built from Febronia's test data. Research and development of basic battle models took place as well. Joachim Israel also used transgenic type data when working to create the 100 series observation unit. Almadel is an interesting one. Yeah, another Mizrahi transgenic alien. And the only alien who doesn't have golden eyes. She had blue eyes. And kind of look like Sophia from Xenogears. And also, just as Momo with Sakura. And also that Amadel was also made after data that they could gather about the original Nephilim, aka Grimmarver's daughter. And then they even tried to do a similar thing that Mizrahi tried to do with Momo and Sakura, but they failed, and then Amadel shut down, died, whatever you call it. Public records indicate that all the experimental data was lost during the mission conflict. Yeah. The old church. An old church in the suburbs of Desgupta, capital of Miltia. Yeah, we finally have a name for the place. It has been abandoned for a fairly long time, but it's thought to have been an almost church at one point. I've never seen such a beautiful green ship like that before. It looked like a... it looked very lovely, like a swan. Went down toward the limestone caves to the east. If you're going through the tapes, you should go through the debris mine, south of this church. Here you go, thank goodness. When you're a Federation soldier or a Udic soldier, life is not something that can be weighted on a scale. That's what I believe. Okay, Sophia. But yeah, you're right. What I'm going to do with Febronia, why does she have to worry about the Federation soldier for things? I'm sure you understand what will happen if the organization finds out. I want you to get him out of here soon. There's just only one door now here. And the door functions as a door now. There's no other door here anymore. That's far more detailed than it was in 1. Yeah, the side door was locked first. The front kind of looks like an APC from the 80s. Wait, no, that's not the way. But this path here is still available. Church. He said the green ship landed in the cave mine to the east. Showing seem in until we know what's going on. Go to the debris mine to the south. Miltia. That's the best thing here, and then you can use this later. And there's labyrinthos, some of them everything. But this path here is completely different than the one that was in 1. Let's can't go that way yet. But there's a Song of Nephilim. There is a Song of Nephilim. There's labyrinthos. And if it can be seen from here, yeah. There's a street. It goes around there. This is the area that was present in the second game. And also both the past and the present time. That you start from here and then you go around here. But this road here is different because you're supposed to loop back and then up somewhere like there. And it's not the case anymore. And later you still land somewhere down that way. And then you go through here and then through the fallen down places. And then you end up there. And then you go through that way. And you end up here inside. Ba 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 bam. And there's more. Never mind. Ba 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 bam. Ba 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 bam. Is that a Shevat reference? Ah, no, it's not. After casting here, I have to save and have to end the stream. Yeah, just look at a version of Omen Ball.
Nanda, Shingaoか。よく飽きもせず、この年寄りをなぶりに来るものだな。
おじいさん、ここを管理されているんですか？
お前たち、ユーティック機関のものではないのか？
俺たちがユーティック機関だって？ずいぶんな言われようだな。
何か事情があるみたいですね。
お前さんらがユーティック機関でないのなら関係のない話だ。早々にこの場所から立ち去るといい。
立ち去れと言われても、こちらにも事情がありましてね。どうしてもこの先に行かねばならない。
この先に
？Technically, even is the beginning of the Xenogears timeline, but because they switched, half of the team switched the publishers now twice. It's not a thing anymore. Because you know they started with Square, and then moved to Namco, Bandai Namco, and then they got bought by Nintendo.
許せんのはユーティック機関の連中なのだ。あやつらは全てを奪っていった。こ
Let us
の
replace
ダ
with
ブリー
Solaris.
鉱山の貴重な資源、それを糧に生きてきた人
We
々
just
の
replace
生
David
活、
here with Solaris.
そして我が息子テスラの命までも。
And that's the other one that in Xenogears he was called Nikolai, here Tesla, so Nikola Tesla. Kinda creative. Well, give in. Give in, senpai.
6番。
違います。これは兵器による爆発です。
リューポルドだ。マイのやつめ、戦闘は避けろとあれほど言っておいたもの。
リューポルド。
リューポルドはテスラが愛用したオーテックでな。
AKA Lupold is lokalvers of Zipsen.
マイは父親の魂が宿ったリューポルドと共にこの土地を守っておる。
オーテック一機でユーティック機関と戦闘とは。
I have that as brutal as Zipsen.
どうする？
シオンさん。ええ。おじいさん、悪いけど洞窟に入らせてもらうわ。いい？
うん。迷惑をかけてしまって申し訳ないが、もし前に会ったら戦闘をやめてすぐに戻るように伝えてくれ。
Yep.
わかりました。おじいさん。
Just call me Balthazar. Old man Balthazar.
わしか？わしの名はアイゼン・メイガス。
No, you're old man Bal. Yep, not this time. You're supposed to have you. Are you supposed to clear the entire area with stuff like that? Okay. But only next time. Thank you everyone for watching. If you liked it, then please like, share, subscribe and follow me. And don't forget to turn on the notifications so you get notified when I'm about to stream. And don't forget to check out my other channel on Twitch. You can find there as HigurashiRebel. Thank you everyone. And depending on the pose that I can get, because tomorrow where I'm supposed to go isn't going to be held because they are on vacation. So maybe there's going to be another stream depending on if I can get someone that we aren't supposed to forget. But until then, good night, and I'll